One of the best things about modern living is having better options to do just about anything.
From decorating your home to sprucing up your everyday table settings to finding natural cures for whatever ails you or your little ones.
Basically, today's episode is all about taking those little steps to improving everyday life.
From living spaces to living life beyond its confines.
Only here on the longest running lifestyle show on Philippine television now, this is Modern Living TV.
With the traffic becoming more and more unbearable, we find ourselves spending more time at home with family and friends. Today we're with interior designer Rachelle Wenger, who's going to show us a few tips on how to put the chic into casual entertaining. Hi Rachel!
Hi, Steph.
Okay, so I'm really excited because, I've been following you on Instagram and this is really how I find a lot of people I interview, like, oh, I'm interested in this person, let's feature them. And
Thank you.
okay, tell me a little bit more about yourself.
Well, first and foremost, I'm a mom to two teenage sons, so basically that's my
It's
priority.
like a full-time job.
It is, but it gets easier because now they're teens. But I cook every day at home. 2 years ago, I started my own home line. I do interiors, I do my products, and on the side, I have my volunteer work where I teach catechism. I used to write also for Town and Country. I was a
Yeah, I remember this.
right. I was a contributing writer.
What made you decide to suddenly, come up again with a line?
I love beautiful things, and since I'm a homemaker, then of course we're always out there trying to. The best thing I could do to have a social life back then, was to entertain and have guests come over, fans come over.
As well.
Right?
Like, I don't want to go out anymore. Just come over.
Exactly. Until ultimately, like it's all the ideas are in my head, and then I was always like, oh, I have my family, the kids. But then I go like, but I also have my dreams. And so 2 years ago, I bumped into a supplier and I said, I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. No fears.
So you sell in like these trunk shows,
Right.
and are there any boutiques you sell in?
Yes, I consign at Cura 5 in Rockwell, in AC 632 in Greenbelt 5. Well, also in Philax at the Shangri-La Fort, and Oz Gallery.
Okay, so we're here today because you're going to show us a couple of tips and tricks for effortless entertaining at home.
Let's go casual today, like sort of bohemian, which is something that not a lot of people know how to do.
It's easier actually to do a formal table setting than
Exactly.
a pleasant casual table setting.
Exactly. So I wanted to look effortless.
Great. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Okay, so I really love this. It's nice because it's casual, it's relaxed, but still a bit of old world. I like that. I love it. It's beautiful. So tell me, what was your inspiration for that?
I get inspired by whatever I see in the market. Like for example, like if I go to the market and I want an all-white setting, but the whites there are not available or it's not so nice. So I really go, what inspires me is what I see around me.
I really like what you've done to it, that it looks very rustic,
Right.
very
Wild.
wild. I like this. It's really nice. And I like how you kept even like the rotten ones, right? Like it adds to the charm.
Very natural. At the end of the day, nature is really natural. So that's always where I go. I mean, like, this is how it will look in the fields.
That's true.
So that's my inspiration
That's
too. So
true.
just
Very
make
nice.
it look like, like they're just blooming and
And it's
popping.
perfect for the setting, right?
Yes.
So what kind of food would you imagine?
So there's like a simple salad maybe, and then so leaves, whatever, and then just the pasta or whatever, really, really casual.
It's really nice because you've layered things, right? So this is kind of nice. This is one of your products, right? Can you
Yes,
talk to
it
me
is.
about this?
It's from my home line. So basically, all the products that I offer are handmade.
Nice.
So that is still done by an artisan. And so if you notice also with the solihia, It's really well made. Takes them like a day to make one glass sleeve. So what I do, like when you try to mix prints, because this is a print and this is a print, to tie them, they're also basically the same style as an ethnic. So the style, you don't go far, right? Ikat and batik, right? The Indian, right?
One thing that we have to bear in mind when mixing prints is to harmonize everything by working with the right color palette. The earthy tones with the beiges of the plate, so that kind of anchors. Most of the time people would try to find a napkin that would be the same color
Matching,
as this.
right.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
that's what I'm trying to avoid, the matchy.
Add some flair to your setting with an unexpected accent piece, a little lovely detail that catches the eye. These are so cute. And you wouldn't think of putting it with this whole design because it's very European and very formal. What made you choose these place cards?
You know, I'm setting a table, there should always be an element of the unexpected.
Yes.
You notice it right away, right?
Yes, definitely. It's nice also to have, you know, different contrasts, right? And this is also one of your products, right?
Yes, the marble coasters also. I started with the marble, so yeah, so I really use them now.
And it adds again that kind of more luxurious,
yes,
but still
setup,
natural
right?
Setup. While there's more to setting a table than knowing where the knives go, your choice of cutlery also helps define the overall look of your table setting.
If you notice, the design is bamboo, so even if it's in stainless steel or in silver, right, it's still true to the theme, which is natural.
Another important detail that makes a table setting more interesting is the addition of textures.
When you're trying to design a table or even a room, it can't be all soft, all smooth. Because then the eye and the brain needs to have another dimension to play with, right? If you notice, I have a tall arrangement here, only because no one is seated opposite each other, right? Otherwise, it's a no-no to have
Too tall.
right, or else practicality should always be considered.
To talk to each other.
Exactly. And then I wanted really the tablecloth is just lovely, right? Because it just gives. Usually I also host without tablecloths. That's fine using a runner, but this time I wanted to showcase something like, you know, that's already on its own.
Thank you so much, Rachel. This is really great, so thank you for that. And
Thank
opening
you,
your home
Steph.
for
Thank
us.
you.